Land grabbing is not a new phenomenon.
Okay.
It's just that it has become more pronounced. And it's not relative to just the Port Harcourt real estate market.
Okay.
All across Nigeria, we have incidents of land grabbing, but it has become more pronounced in the real estate market in Port Harcourt.
Hi, my name is Esther Paris Isile, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to our first episode of Beyond the Plot podcast. And today we're going to be dealing with a very sensitive topic titled land grabbing in Port Harcourt. With me, I have a seasoned real estate consultant here, and I'm going to allow him to introduce himself.
Thank you, Esther, for having me. My name is Osamu Yosare. I'm a real estate consultant, and it's a privilege to be here today.
You're welcome. You're very welcome, sir.
Thank you.
We're going to be dealing or diving deep into this problem that is going on in the Port Harcourt real estate market. And it's been quite a challenge for certain people. So I'm going to ask, for people that don't know the basics of it, what is land grabbing?
Okay, thank you. Land grabbing is not a new phenomenon.
Okay.
It's just that it has become more pronounced. And it's not relative to just the Port Harcourt real estate market.
Okay.
All across Nigeria, we have incidents of land grabbing, but it has become more pronounced in the real estate market in Port Harcourt. Land grabbing simply means using force or mind to take over possessions of lands that are not actually yours.
Okay.
So people have lost their properties due to the effect of land grabbing, and it's a huge phenomenon in the real estate market, which is not just common to the Port Harcourt real estate market, but our focus today is in the real estate market in Port Harcourt.
Thank you so much, sir, for that. But what are the root causes, and why is Port Harcourt most vulnerable to it?
Okay, root causes of land grabbing in Nigeria generally is tied to poor title documentations and poor absence of centralized land registries. And for cities like Abuja and Lagos, who have a centralized land registry, it is a bit difficult for land grabbing to happen. It's not that they don't happen, but in Port Harcourt, there is no digitalized central land registry. So most of land registry or land titles are still tied to paper documentations. So if, for example, I need to check the owner of a particular land, I take the coordinates. I will have to go to the land registry. They have to go through paper. It's lots of paper trails to be able to identify the true owner of the particular property. But in cities like Lagos and Abuja, it's a digitalized database. With the right coordinates put into the system, and everything pops up immediately. And not just that, poor institutional framework, which is also as a result of proper laws not being put in place to regulate the issue of land grabbing. And lastly, I want to also talk about the lack of consequences for actions, when people have the backings of security agencies to move with force into properties. So the absence of consequences most times because the will of the law or judgments are slow. So a lot of persons think they can just maneuver and have their way. For example, I forcefully take over a particular property, falsified documents, and you decide to go to court.
Okay.
I know that case can take for the next 10, 15 years.
Okay.
Why I've erected buildings or constructions or having probably sold to other people.
Yeah.
So because the case is going to take too long in the court system, it emboldens some people to begin to do some of the things they do.
Oh, okay. That's very. Thank you, sir. I mean, you're sharing a whole lot of information to me and to all of our viewers out there. My third question to you is, what would you say are the red flags to people that want to buy? Because I feel like people do not go to do their due diligence before they purchase a property. So what do you think are those red flags that people should look out for if they want to buy, aside going to do their due diligence, of course?
I'm going to mention a few things, but when you go for inspections, you need to look out for dilapidated buildings on site.
Okay.
You need to look out for broken fences and broken blocks. Some of these things there are people who have probably owned these properties and they were chased out of their properties and taken over by land grabbers who probably resell them to on suspecting investors. So you look at for, that's the essence of physical inspection. When you go for physical, look at all of those things. Then secondly, look at the title of those properties. Look at the deed of conveyance or the deed of assignment and the survey plans. Look at the traces and the surveyor's number, the surveyor's address, the seal on it. Trace them back to those things are traceable. Ask all the necessary questions from the documents that are presented to you. These are things you should look out for. And also don't be in a hurry for transactions.
Okay.
Anytime you are being pushed and forced with so much pressure and coercion to quickly complete a particular transaction, that's a red flag.
Okay.
But anybody who is selling a genuine property to you will give you the time to do your due diligence.
Okay.
If they tell you, oh, four other persons are ready to take this particular property, if you don't take it now, it will be gone soon.
Like a seller's mindset.
Yes. So these are things you need to, don't never be in a rush to take.
Okay.
Make real estate decisions.
Okay.
When anytime you are being pressured to take a decision, purchasing decision, that's a red flag on its own. And when they are not open with their documents, they're not ready to make available those documents. They'll tell you there's no document, it's a virgin land. My grandfather was the person that fed this particular, the trees in this environment, and it was given to me, and I now have the right to sell this, a whole lot of stories coming up. You need to also take your time to go to the community and ask all of these questions. So these are some of the red flags you need to, are there broken blocks, broken fences? Are there abandoned projects, abandoned buildings around there?
Yes.
And when you're talking to a few persons, there are inconsistencies in whatever they're saying. In their responses. You ask one question today, I ask the following question, they're saying different things. And you can't add them together. It's finding difficult to put the puzzles together. These are enough red flags for you.
Okay, so is there a ministry where buyers can walk into to confirm authenticity of, a company or a company's documents, just like you have mentioned?
Of course. In Rivers State, we have the Ministry of Land and Housing.
Okay.
So you can go there, you tell the seller to give you the coordinates of the property you want to buy.
Okay.
Then take it to the registry, the land registry.
Okay.
And they chart it. There's what they call charting. That's take the coordinates, put it to, and be able to get the original owners of those properties.
That's why I just wanted to know if there's somewhere they can actually go to get information and authentify the fact that those documents are real, or that land that they want to purchase is actually real.
Available. You can go to the Ministry of Land. Then if there are properties within the Ikwere local government and the Che and few other local government that fall under the custody of the Greater Port Harcourt Authority, you can go to the Greater Port Harcourt office at Omagwa.
How can buyers, people that want to purchase lands or purchase properties, how can they protect themselves?
During the course of the question, I believe the second question, when you talked about the red flags, I mentioned never buy a property in a haste.
Okay. Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. So never buy a property. Let me re-emphasize it again. No matter the pressure, never buy a property in a haste. And secondly, when a property looks too good to be true, you need to be careful. Okay. Some years ago, around the Berikwe, they offered some persons properties for, even some 2 years ago, they offered some people properties for 5 million naira per plot, 3 million naira per plot. Whereas the going rate of properties around there then was about 15 million naira. Okay. That alone was too good to be true. But some person decided to go in because they were cheap. But today, the government has taken over those properties because they actually belong to a different set of persons. So when a property looks too cheap, then you should be wary of it. When you are being coerced to make a purchasing decision immediately, that's also a red flag. So ask the right question. What titles are available here? Let me see your survey plan, for example. Let me see your chart result, or give me the coordinate. Let me go and chart it by myself. Charting tells you if this place is gazetted for a particular purpose, probably it's an agricultural zone, some of them for cemetery, for some of them for residential. It tells you whether they are floodplains, they are water channels. All of these things will be shown on the chart, because the truth is this: every parcel of land in this state has been gazetted and mapped out for different purposes. So when you chart, You want to find out the true state and the true use of that particular property. So ask the right questions and involve consultants. Some persons want to buy directly from communities and families because it's cheaper.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
I tell people most times it is cheaper, but add like 3, 4 million naira extra as cost you may pay in the future for not buying from a trusted real estate firm who
True.
have done the due diligence and bought most of the headache for you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We most appreciate it. Appreciate you rather for coming in today, for your expertise and for your honesty here on our show
It's my
today.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We really, really do appreciate you. And to our audience out there, please, land grabbing is real, land grabbing is dangerous, and land grabbing is avoidable. So please do your due diligence, make your findings, and please don't be under pressure to make any decision when it comes to real estate market. Thank you so much for watching. Do share, like, and subscribe to our channel. See you on our next episode. Bye.